If you're going through a breakup or a divorce and you say that you need to work or find yourself, seriously, you want to start with this video right here, because in order to work on yourself, it's going to take some balls. So let's begin your show. If you're in a toxic relationship or in a breakup, chances are that your confidence, it's shot. Always second guessing yourself, being constantly told that you're doing shit wrong. You basically lost your voice, your confidence, your balls, because let's face it, you gave them to her. Here they are, hon. Now that the relationship is over, you won. Nah, you demand them back. So how do you start getting your confidence? Simple. You don't ask. You just take them back. So let's start revving that engine. Okay, it's no secret. Relationships can be great when they're healthy, but when toxic, they take a toll. The things guys do to bust a nut can leave you losing, well, both nuts. Neutered, emasculated, without confidence. There's an old adage that says that nobody can make you feel inferior without their consent. But I'm not so sure about that, because when you lose your confidence, there's a lot of anxiety that takes place. And yeah, nobody can punch me in the face without my consent either, but hell, who knows, it may just happen. I prefer to say that a man can't kick ass without confidence. But how do you begin the process of saying, F you world? How do you gain your confidence? The answer is much easier than you think, and that's why today we're going to discuss 8 ways in which to say to the world, "Bro, I got more balls than Chuck Norris." Let's begin with just simply saying no. This is especially true if you're saying no to your ex. Hey, let's celebrate Christmas together. Not a good idea. Hey, can you help me with this project? Not anymore. Hey, can you? No. It's that simple. You need to have your ex realize that there are consequences when she chose to leave you. Even if you want to do it for her, I'm sure you do, just remember that it takes strength to start saying no. Most people forget that by saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Even if it's your relaxation time, you're still saying no to something, so go ahead, start there. Number 2 is stop apologizing for shit. Let me explain. The term apologize gets its origins from apologetics, and that's a branch of theology where people defend their faith. There are actually courses in apologetics where people learn how to defend and articulate what they believe in. When you're apologizing, you're assuming that the person you're speaking to, that they're disagreeing with you, so you automatically begin explaining yourself. Unless warranted, stop it. Stop explaining yourself. That is, unless you have to. A perfect example of this is having to explain your divorce or why you do certain things, especially on a date. No need to explain, and that's usually when I speak to guys about the term apologetics when they talk to me. No need. You're starting off on the wrong foot and from a position of weakness. Unless your date asks, that's one thing, but don't volunteer your explanation. It just makes you look weak. 3, stop lying. It's cowardly and shit gets complicated, having to remember your lie and remember who you told what to. Being honest when it's inconvenient, it builds character, and let's face it, you're telling the world that you won't bend for your values. Just too much work keeping the lies together, trying to remember who you told what to. This is especially true if it's your ex or anyone close to her. Why give her such power over you? Man up, tell her the truth, and don't apologize for it. Number 4, and this one is so powerful, it's actually the first exercise that I do with the clients that I coach. Finding your superpower. In other words, know your strengths. I have my clients take a strengths test. When they get the results, we focus on them, and then we put them into hyper gear. One of my problems in our search for inner growth is that we focus on our weaknesses. I took the emotional intelligence test, and it just told me what I'm not good at. It focused on what I could do to improve it, and then to take the test sometime in the future. I hated working on what I suck at. That's like telling me, a natural left-hander, to start writing with my right hand. It's just not in my DNA, and it's a lot more work. I took the emotional intelligence test follow-up, and I did increase my score, but by a whole 4 points. Instead, there's a concept of positive psychology where people focus on their strengths, leaving their weaknesses where they are. And guess what? Data shows that those that focus on their strengths, they have a 3-time improvement in their quality of life over those that focus on their weaknesses. Work with your God-given talents and make them so powerful that they can't be ignored. This test is so solid that I had my own son take it. When I got his results, it influenced the way that I parent him. And what I used to consider a weakness was actually one of his strengths. So here's my question to you. What is your superpower? When you discover it, adapt the way you approach your life. Use it to grow, and I can assure you that your confidence, that it's just gonna soar. And if you don't know what it is, talk to me. That's the first analysis that I do. Number 5 is stop being the nice guy. It's the fastest way to date and get on the friend zone. It sucks that nice guys aren't more of a commodity, and they should be. My girlfriend, she's one of the most down-to-earth person I know. She still challenges me and say that women are attracted to nice guys, but prior to us meeting, she had dated back-to-back 2 guys, and they were great. But it didn't work out because she couldn't see them in a romantic manner. They were both available, they listened, they were attentive, and she grew to depend on them as friends. To this day, she says that she just couldn't see them in a romantic way. And when the 3rd date came in, one of them tried to finally hold her hand for the first time on the 3rd date. She couldn't do it. She just couldn't continue. You know why? Because she saw them as too nice. She disagrees. So I asked her, did they set up dates well in advance? Yes. Did they try any kind of physical contact during the 1st date? Not even a hug, hello. Did they make themselves available regularly? Yet you friended them. Let me say that despite her successful career, she's one of the most down-to-earth persons that I know. She's not one of those red pill persons or anything. And quite the opposite. You see what I did right there? I just broke my own rules. Rule number 2, and used apologetics. It's hard to develop the erotic chemistry when we don't see someone in that particular way. We need a certain amount of erotic desire. It's human, it's normal, and if you've ever had a female friend out of purely platonic circumstances, you can relate. It would just get weird if something romantic happened. Don't be too emotionally available. You can do this by dating several people and get to know them before entering a long, committed relationship. This too will help you in being too emotionally available. In the early stages, less is more. Use your eyes to flirt and initiate physical contact immediately with a hug. So stop being the nice guy. Be a gentleman, be a companion, be sexy, be sassy. Work with what you got, but nice does not work. Not even in romantic novels. Number 6, be solution focused. When focusing on something you can't control, you're giving away an awful lot of power. You can't control her leaving you. You can only control how you feel and what you do about it. When I coach guys, especially during the first time we talk, many good men wish to tell me that what their ex has done to them. Unless it's part of the narrative, I let them know that I'm here to learn more about them, their concerns, their problems, and what they can look forward to. We work on the bigger picture. As guys, we're in so much shock that when they tell us that they want to divorce, we focus on the why and the what she's up to. And that's a dangerous path because my research has shown that you will not only feel powerless, but you'll compromise your relationship with your children because the men that take the relationship the hardest are the ones that paradoxically lose out when it comes to parenting. Remain solution focused by asking the right questions. Know your options, and if unsure, hell, make your free one-on-one to speak with me. Just click here on this part of the screen at any time of the video and you'll go to my site. There, I provide what the coaching program entails, what to expect, and even the price, because I don't know about you, but I hate calling a place, spending their time and mine also, only to find out that they weren't forthcoming on the price. You'll be surprised at how affordable it is. Go to my site and see, and I'll leave it at that. 7, no matter what the occasion, be it work, family gatherings, dress up at least one grade better than the occasion's asking for. If this traumatic event doesn't push you to take inventory of your life, to make changes to your life, and to reinvent yourself in front of others, you're walking into what is fundamentally the definition of insanity. Take ownership and make yourself the prize. Start with the way you present yourself. It's just a fact that when we look better, we just radiate more confidence. All right, so we've gone over starting to say no, apologetics, stop lying, knowing and using your strengths, stop being the nice guy, be solution focused, and dress up one grade better. Number 8, it's not done for reasons of vanity, but just for the feeling like you're kicking ass, and that's begin working out. If you're in your 50s or younger and you don't have any health issues like knee problems, there is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be kicking your ass with high intensity interval training. I talk to guys that will say that they work out by walking 3 miles a day. That's not a workout, that's a hike. By definition, a workout is intense, vigorous exercise. It's you pushing your body to a limit that your heart is saying, hold on buddy, give me time. Give me time to feed your muscles. If you're working out at the gym, reading a book, you're limiting your results. Your brain, when working out, shouldn't be used for nothing other than focusing on kicking your own ass. Again, I'm not saying this because of vanity, but data has shown that those who work out for reasons of mental health are just more compliant. Finding your voice, it's euphoric, it's ballsy, and it's also in you. It's time to begin your new life as a newly single independent male. One that kicks ass and is comfortable in their own skin. One that loves themselves again. You owe it to yourself. You want to work on yourself? This right here, it must be the first task to begin trusting who you are again. Believe me, there's no shame in trying something new. In a few seconds, you're going to see this logo right here. It's going to be in the bottom left of your screen. Click on it. It's going to take you to my site. Make an appointment. It's free. And while at it, why not join our community of divorced men on Facebook? That link is in the comment section. Dare to be ballsy, dare to be you. Grow and trust in yourself. Thank you very much. Good, you're still around. Couple items. If you're still watching and you haven't made your appointment, what's stopping you? You're gonna walk out feeling a hell of a lot better than you walked in. It's a decision that may just change your life, and let's face it, you've had enough drama. After making your appointment, you're gonna be asked to take a simple 5-minute survey. It lets me know your specific needs. Take it and join our Facebook group because it's not about bitching, but rather it's about growth. And again, the links are in the comment section right there, or you can make your appointment right lower left. If you got anything from this video, and since you're still watching, press like and subscribe. Why? So you can see future videos like my next one. It's involving the research to date that I've done on divorcing men. The data is going to convince you that time is not the only factor that you need to move forward. It's not even the best, most consistent, but that's it. So subscribe and let's add that extra 0 behind the 2,300 plus subscribers, because the only thing that you have to lose is it's your inertia. Oh, and if you're a returning viewer, curious, what did you think of the plain gray background? Do you prefer that or the Renaissance man? Come on, gents. I need some feedback here.